Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. So I did some analysis on the miners. I wanted to take a look at as far as what their current hash rate is versus their future hash rate is, and see if I can come up with a price estimate as far as what the price per share could be once everything is installed. So this is obviously taking into effect that if everything stays the same, right, hash rate stays the same for Bitcoin network, difficulty stays the same, Bitcoin price stays the same. This is basically just looking at it that way, just to get a kind of comparison to see where it should be if everything gets installed. And as always, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Do your own research, don't fall for scams, and spam posts get reported and removed. All right, so let's first take a look at Bitcoin here really quick, see what Bitcoin's doing right now. And Bitcoin is at 59,000. It is right now kind of hovering at the 50-day moving average. So we want to see this actually continue going up higher in price over the next couple of days. If not, we may have the cross of the 20-day and the 50-day moving average, which is really never a good sign. We could see a potential going back down. But if we look here, we had the cross of the two for a couple of days, and then we had a pullback. So if we see that again, that would be also great. But sometimes it just continues going down further, which we do not want to see that. Okay, so let's take a look at the numbers here really quick. Well, it's not going to be really quick. It's going to be pretty detailed. And there's a lot of numbers here. So we'll go through all the numbers. So I have all the numbers for Bitfarms, Hive, Hut 8, Marathon, Riot, Argo, Digihost, Cleanspark, Mawson, as of Friday of last week. So these are the most recent numbers that I have. Numbers could be off. I think they're accurate, but if you see something that's wrong, let me know. And obviously we'll do an update video later on it. If we get any further news, then I'll obviously correct it there. But so here's basically what we're looking at here. So stock price of Bitfarms is 818, Hive is 420, Hut 8 is 1322, Marathon 5468, Riot 3618, Argo 179, Digihost 560, and Cleanspark is $18, and Mawson is 1122. Market cap is as follows. You can see that here. I'm not going to name all of them or list all of them. Shares outstanding. So I took the market cap, divided it by the share price to get shares outstanding, basically. Some of them are off by a little bit from what's being reported, and I think that's just a delay in reporting possibly. So I think this would be the most accurate numbers here. And then, so these are their current hash rates that I have in my sheets here down below for each of the miners. So Bitfarms right now is at 2,000 petahash would be 2 exahash. Hive is at 1.42. I think they're reporting they're at 1.25 right now, which is really close. Hut 8 is at 1.7, Marathon is at 3, Riot is at 2.7, Argo at 1.295, Digihost at 1.59 exahash, Cleanspark at 1.5, and Mawson is at 900 petahash. Here's the number of miners that I have them written down for. So Bitfarms says currently installed 24,982, Hive 14,280, Hut 8 27,455, Marathon 28,412, Riot 27,200, Argo 22,800, Digihost 11,920, Cleanspark 15,377, and Mawson has 9,390. That's based on my information that I have. Like I said before, let me know if anything is off here. It could be off a little bit. I don't think it is, but it should be pretty accurate. So this is their future hash rate that's reported, or actually based on the miners that they're supposed to come in. So if we look at like, let's take a look at Mara here really quick. We'll just use that as an example. So these are all the miners that are to be installed still here, right? So these are the ones that are basically mining right now. These are the ones that are supposed to be still installed. So as you can see, they have a lot of miners that need to be installed. And then obviously these miners here are no longer in use. So let's go back to here. So it just kind of gives you an idea of what I'm looking at here. So future hash rate for Bitfarms is at roughly 1 exahash. Hive is at 4. Hut 8 is at 3.4. The only thing is with the caveat here, Hive also mines Ethereum. So this is only based on Bitcoin miners. So it does include those miners as well. And Hut 8 also mines with Ethereum, but they then get paid out in Bitcoin basically for mining that. Marathon is supposed to be at 13.4, Riot at 8.6, and caveat to Riot is that they are going to be using immersion cooling, which they're saying hypothetically could raise for a portion of their miners the speed at which they can transact or their hash rate by 25 to 50%. So we'll have to see that. So that might get increased. If that increases just on a quarter of those, it could get them up to closer to 10 exahash. Argo is at 3.6 future hash rate. Digihost is at 1. Cleanspark 4.1, and Mawson is around 3. So future miners installed, these are all those. I'm not going to go into it, but based on this information, obviously Marathon is the winner here. Same thing with the future hash rate and current hash rate. And the ones that are going to be the lowest are obviously going to be Digihost here and Mawson right now. So something to be mindful of. And then we go into percentage of installed future hash rate. So Bitfarms has 33% installed right now compared to their future hash rate. Hive has 28, Hot 8 has 70%, Marathon has 21, 30% for Riot, 49% for Argo, and Digihost is at 100% basically right now. I don't have anything new for them reported. I think they're getting some miners installed for their hosting, which I didn't count in here. Cleanspark is at 37%, of Mawson is at 25%. And the way I calculated that was basically the F column divided by H. So F is the number of miners here, current miners divided by future miners, and we get the percentages here. Current hash rate per miner is column E divided by F times 1 million hash rate to get the current average hash rate for those miners. So Bitfarms is running right now at around 80,000 terahash. Hive at 86, Hot 8 is at 60, almost 63, Marathon is at 106, Riot is at 102, Argo is at 56 terahash, Digihost is at 88,000, Cleanspark is at 100,000, and Mawson is at 95. Hash to be installed, this is how much they have left to be installed. So Bitfarms has 4.1 exahash to be installed still, Hive 2.8, Hot 8 1.7, Marathon 10.4, Riot 5.8, Argo 2.3, Cleanspark 2.5, and Mawson 2.0. Okay, and then here's the number of miners that are remaining to be installed basically throughout the next year. And then if we look at the future hash rate per miners and compare it to the current hash rate, we get these numbers here. So then you can see the differences between what their future hash rate is compared to what it is now, and then here's the difference between the two. So Bitfarms is going to actually gain 373 petahash on their average per miner. Hive is going to be losing about 6,000 petahash per their miners. Hot 8 is going to be doing 24,000 addition, almost 24.7 thousand hashes per second on average. So they went from 62,000 to 87,000. So that's the increase. Okay, sorry, so that's not petahash, that's terahash. So these are all terahash. So 373 terahash minus 6.5 thousand terahash, and then 24,000 terahash. Marathon is losing 5,000 terahash per miner on average. Riot is going down 6,400. Argo is going up 21,000, and Cleanspark is down 1.3, and Mawson is down 16.6, basically. Okay, so now we get into this calculation here, which is current hash rate divided by market cap, and we get this kind of very, very small decimal point. So we're doing E divided by C. E divided by C, if we go down to here, if we can see it all, we probably won't be able to. Let's see, okay. So we're taking the current hash rate, dividing it by the current market cap. So current hash rate divided by the market cap, and we're getting these basically decimal places here. So then what I'm doing is future market cap based on current market cap. So we're taking G, which is the future hash rate, right? Future market cap based on current market cap. So I think I should have wrote that out differently, but I believe it's G divided by O. So G is the future hash rate divided by O, which are these, to get us the future possibility of market cap. If everything obviously stays the same, this means the current hash rate of the network stays the same, Bitcoin network, Bitcoin price stays the same, difficulty stays the same, price stays the same, obviously, and everything else is equal. Obviously, all of those things are going to change. The hash rate changes all the time, so does difficulty, so does the price. But this is just looking at it if everything stayed the same. So just for comparison, see where things end up at. Okay. So share price fully installed. So this is with everything that's going to be installed, future miners that are getting installed. So this is P divided by D. So you got P, which is a future market cap, possibly divided by the current current shares, basically shares outstanding. So obviously share outstanding has to stay the same, right? But that changes as well. So this is just taking it if everything stayed the same. So then we would get a share price if once everything gets installed for Bitfarms would be possibly at $25, Hive at $13.78, Hut 8 at $26.45, Marathon at $242, Riot at $112, and then Argo at $509, Digihost at $560, and Cleanspark at $48.09, and Mawson at $37.16, which represents an increase in the price of 207% for Bitfarms, 228 for Hive, 100 for Hut, Marathon at 344, Riot at 210, Argo at 185, and Cleanspark at 167, and Mawson at 231. And this is basically because of the percentage of miners that are currently installed and how many they are still going to be installing. So that's why you're getting these higher ones here for Marathon and Riot, because they do only have, if you look at Marathon, they only have 21% of their total miners that they're going to have installed by by the end of 22, along with Riot here. So you got 21 and 30%. So they still have a long ways to go, and they're going to be installing a lot of miners. That's why the price could possibly go, I'm just saying here, if everything stayed the same. So this is just kind of, if everything stayed the same, where they should be once everything is installed, if everything was equal. So kind of interesting way to look at it as well. I know we looked at it a while back, a couple of weeks back on the video, looking at future hash rate and who had the best miners. And I think Cleanspark came out the winner on that, but obviously Cleanspark bought some miners that were a little bit lower hash rate than they had previously, so that kind of lowered them a little bit to the second place I think they're now at for future. If we look at it here, Cleanspark, future hash rate 99, and then obviously Marathon bought a bunch of them that are at 100,000 or higher terahash, so that gives them obviously a little bit better hash rate per miner. But Cleanspark is right there, and then followed by obviously Riot. So interesting data here. Let me know what you guys think of it. I just wanted to provide that to you guys. I was just kind of thinking about this over the weekend and get it done today, watching a football game while I was doing this. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this. I thought this was kind of cool. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Have a great day. Obviously next week is going to be probably a short week for the miner stocks. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we got Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a short week for everybody. Bitcoin doesn't sleep, obviously, so we'll see what Bitcoin does the rest of the week, and then we'll do a miner recap on Friday. You know, probably do that Friday night or Saturday. We'll do that. So it's going to be a fun, small, quick week, I think. And then I wanted to show you guys something else here. I want to pull up really quick while you guys are here with me. Something that I'm working on, just to kind of give you a little bit of what I'm thinking about doing behind the scenes here. So if I open this up here, go full screen. I should have this prepared, but here we go. Okay. So this is kind of a future version of all of my data here that I have, some of the things that I want to look into. So we're using Hive as an example, but I got Bitfarms in here. I was just kind of working with the data, trying to figure out how to do it best. The nice thing about using Apple's numbers is I can have tables in different spots. It makes it really nice to be able to provide a lot of data on basically one screen for you guys. So if we look at it, we could see the shares outstanding, the current stock price, market cap, institutional. We could keep track of institutions, how much they are owned, number of institutions, and then obviously the price gains or losses over the 1 week, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and going to 12 weeks. So we can keep that data here in the table. And then we can also keep an eye on how many analysts are giving a buy rating, strong buy rating, and then there are also targets for high, average, and lows. So we can include all that. I thought it was kind of cool. And then we can also look at, include in here as well, is the number of miners that are currently installed, the hash rate average per miner right now. So basically current hash rate, how much they have, number of miners, and what we're getting basically on the average. Keep an eye on that. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do here, I think, that might be kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think of this as well, if you guys would like something like this, or if you want to, stay with the old way of doing things where everything's kind of broken down a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Just kind of an idea of what I'm working on here. I'm trying to give you guys more data, more information all in one place. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. That's it. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a great day.